What up, world? It's your boy Sky, broadcasting live here. This loud refrigerator right here, of course, has to be making noise. First world problems, right? At least I'm alive. But anyways, I'm just doing a video about, man, honestly, it's just like, it's a multitude of stuff. Purpose, feeling lost, being alone, being at the bottom financially, so much stuff all in one, you know. And to be real, it's hard. Like, I'm learning to really accept myself, honestly, for who I am. Because, to be honest, growing up, there's been a whole lot of programming and stuff that's been thrown at our face where it's like, oh my gosh, you're light skinned, you know, or oh my gosh, they're black, they're dark skinned, they're better than you, or they're better than you, or you're better than just all this skin color, race war stuff has been very prominent in my life for so long when I have just been appreciating people for who they are. I haven't really. Every time race got brought up, every time so called dark black people would ask me, so who's white, who's black? Over and over again, all throughout my life. All throughout my life. Over and over again. Every time that got brought up, that always hit a little nerve inside of me. That's probably why I've been stopped, been asking that for a while, because people probably have been aware. Can I ask someone that, over and over again? You know what I mean? So just looking to stir up something racially or something like that. And maybe I used to take it personally in a way, but I know how I felt whenever that came out, because it's separation. That's the bottom line. It's separation, okay? Because it's like skin color, this and that, and I'm coming to the table basically realizing it's not even about skin color. I feel like we're all born how we're born. You know what I mean? How is someone control how they're born? You know. But anyway, that's another topic for another day. But I just do what I can do. I can go out in the sun. I'll get a little bit more golden, a little bit more bronze, a little bit darker, this and that, for a long time, all day too, just out in the sun. And it'll happen. It doesn't just happen overnight, you know what I'm saying? So that's why it's cool when we can have contrast and polarity or whatever in the world where people can actually come together. I've noticed that in my life, copper and carbon. That's what helps out the brain, right? Copper and carbon, getting the oxygen up there and whatnot, good flow and whatnot, something like that. Copper and carbon. I don't know the full stats or facts about it, but shout out to Dr. Sabe. I learned about that, copper and carbon. And guess what? Carbon is supposed to be really dark, really black, and copper is like my aura, like golden, bronze, or whatever. And why have I been, you know, getting along like that? You know what I'm saying? You gotta, I don't know. I was getting deep and I started to break that down when I heard copper and carbon is within our own brain. Then I was like, let me look at my love life. You know, I have some dope, deep connections with carbon. I'll say that. You know what I mean? And I can be like copper. I don't know. I'm getting really deep. And, just freelancing some of these ideas and thoughts. But it made sense. It really stood out to me anyways. But I was saying that because it's like, for a long time I felt like I don't fit in anywhere, even in school. Like when I wasn't a vegan, whenever I was eating like a lot of meat, a lot of dairy, I just was so called the light skinned black guy, whatever, like I just had my own lane, you know what I mean? I wasn't super dark, I wasn't super light, I wasn't a Mexican, I wasn't a white, I wasn't an Asian, wasn't none of that stuff, I wasn't even focused on race. I was other, to be honest. I was told I was a bunch of different races, all the races. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't stay focused on it so much. But I'm getting over this whole thing because in my head, honestly, I would be wondering a lot about why certain people are born super dark and why people are born super light. And then to be able to see it for what it is, not to be like, oh my God, dark is good and light is bad, or light is good and dark is bad. No, like both have the opportunity to be, you know, good, and both have the opportunity to be bad. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what I've been coming to peace with, because this life is super, super freaking deep. You know, everybody has an opinion. Everybody has something to say online. You know, and it's like when you really find your life purpose and you're really getting ready to jump, or you're stepping out further and further, you know, on your own and whatnot, it can be kind of scary in a way, because you're going into uncharted waters, you know, and like this, we've had people tell us what to do all our life, and then finally when you detach from that, when you finally start looking for answers on your own, with the help of maybe a few people, guides and whatnot, it can be kind of scary when you leave, you know, religion, this organized religion that you've been told that that's the way all these years of your life, and then you left it because you knew something was going on. And it doesn't resonate with you. So when you leave that, when you leave big friend group circles that always like to party and stuff, when you leave a boring job that's, you know, making you unhappy, all those jobs you've had, when you leave college, when you leave all this stuff, and basically it feels like you're on the edge of the earth, you know, by yourself alone. It can be hard at times, for real, you know. And it's like, we truly do need therapy, rehab, whatever. You know, life is like technically rehab and therapy, to be honest, because a lot of us have been through a whole lot. I know I have, and I'm still getting over it. You know, I just had to let it go, to be honest. Basically, what I'm coming to peace with is, hey, this is the final thing I'm coming to peace with. So this whole twin flame thing, soulmate, twin flame, forever someone, you know, you're amazing woman or man of your dreams, significant other, king, queen, whatever you want to call it, that one. You know what I'm saying? Forget about all this other stuff, about having strippers, about having prostitutes, about having, you know, all this insane crap that everybody's obsessed with. I've always focused just on having the dream life with a spouse and having a family and some businesses, you know? The nerdy way, you know? Honestly, I'm inspired by a select group of people that actually run the world that have similar mindsets. But, you know, that's why I desire, you know. And basically, if that's the case, then I need to stop worrying so much, to be honest, because I'm getting over some stuff, and like I gotta even let that go. You know what I'm saying? I gotta let that go. You know, and just let stuff be. It's a lot of stuff going on, and like, man, I guess the biggest thing for me intrinsically, the biggest, most amazing thing that'll make a lot of sense and mean a lot to me, not even something that you buy. Honestly, it would just be a woman's loyalty, faithfulness, and for me to be the priority and the main dish. You know, the main and only food choice in her entire food voyage, life food voyage, and I'll do the same. You know what I mean? That's it. Like, I'm not here to be controlling nothing, but just if we break it down to the most simplest form, when it's just man or woman, no other side stuff, no other friends, no other script, none of this stuff, none of this crap on the side. I'm just talking when we break it down to the most simplest form, a man or woman, like that. That's what I desire, and to just grow with them like that. Not adding a whole bunch of other stuff on top, you know, not leaving and switching on to over here. No, I'm talking about this. That, yeah, and I actually mean it too. You know what I mean? Because if I desire to have children and to be a father, this and that, I'm not going to be running around, leaving, you know, hopping on to new ones all the time. No. Actually, as weird as it sounds, I actually desire to be there with my family. You know what I'm saying? And grow with my family. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I've learned to realize. And I guess just faithfulness, loyalty, and just like to be a priority, to be the priority, to be the main and only dish, and to like, just that stuff like that. That is just for all men out there. Put a comment out there if y'all can resonate with what I'm saying, because it's for sure. You know what I'm saying? That's something for free that us men, one of the most deepest desires that a lot of us men have, is that to be the priority. Of course, someone's car alarm is going off. All right, people are silly out here. No, but just that's something that us men would desire. That's free, honestly, just loyalty, faithfulness. Being a priority, the only one. And just a man always like we know we're not in control. We know we're not all perfect or anything too. But one of the most attractive things for a man, without even trying to play around, trying to hide your past or whatever. And I know the past is the past, whatever. But like it still is responsible for who we are today. We don't gotta stay stuck there, but it is a reflective tool. But a man, and probably women too, I'm just speaking from a man's perspective, there's nothing like a woman who hasn't been with everybody and won't just be with anybody. I saw that quote on Instagram from a girl. She posted it, and it's very true. And like what it means is just like, okay, throughout schooling and this and that, there was always plenty of girls that literally, and still to this day, who just hook up every night. These girls can be strippers. These girls can be porn stars. These girls can be prostitutes. These girls can just be, so-called in a relationship, having affairs behind their back, behind their partner's back, all types of silly stuff. Or just living a single life, hooking up all the time. And to be honest, I always strayed away from it. I thought that was the route I was supposed to be in. So I dove, into that party life. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't get much out of it, to be honest, because I really didn't have much money. I was just there to have fun. I was just there to just, chill. I was there for completely different reasons than what everybody else was there for. A lot of people were asleep. A lot of people were there just to destroy and ruin their lives destructively with alcohol and various drugs and whatnot that I did not participate in. I always felt like the outsider, but yet I would still be there because I didn't want to be alone. And I just felt the peer pressure and I wanted to do something. I wanted to have some type of love with some woman, whatever. And, I just wasn't getting the message. What I mean? That's not where you're looking for it at. You gotta work on yourself. And bottom line is, I would always be seeing these hookups and stuff. These girls just and guys getting drunk, sloppy faced all over, and like deep down, it's not right. When you see it on a sober, honest, truthful mind, or any mind, doesn't, for real, like, you just, deep down, what I'm saying, for real. If you see it's fast, you see it's quick, it's like unnatural, you know, and like it feels wrong, to be honest. When you see hookups at parties, clubs, even porn, some of the movie stuff, the music stuff, all the stuff. To be honest, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Y'all might think I'm being Mr. You know, Mr. Parent here, Mr. Old Guy here, or whatever. But I'm speaking the truth, you know, because I know what I felt. And you got to keep in mind, you want to be living that kind of life for the next 10 years, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. If you do, then that's for you. If you don't, and you say no, like me, because I'm honest, then that's why I detach from it all and really decide to think for myself and wonder, what kind of man am I supposed to be? What kind of woman do I desire to have in my life, to share life with, experience with, and all that. And that's one of the biggest things is just love, and just the whole thing about ladies, We're supposed to see we're supposed to see women with the highest regards and most respectful regard. None of us are perfect on both sides. And same thing with women. Women are supposed to respect men as well. This is all equal, okay? All my videos are equal. All my videos are equal. Everything is equal, okay? I may not be perfect all the time with saying men and women, but most, mature people understand where I'm coming from, okay? But anyways, we're supposed to see each other with high and respectable regards, you know, and that starts with our parents. To be honest, like, no matter what we went through, or whatever, we're always supposed to respect our mom, our mother. You know what I'm saying? So like, you got to put that in perspective whenever you see people outside of your mom. You know, for people that you actually romantically date. You know, and if you get that vibe, that sense, that intuition that they kind of resemble your mom in a way, like not in no creepy way, but I'm saying just like the manner, like the characteristics, like of being a true mannerly lady or man, for women who maybe the man reminds them of their father, you know. That's some wisdom I've been a part of. It's like where the lady is supposed to remind you of the woman, and for women, the man is supposed to remind you of your father in a way, out of just warmth and care and love and, being a gentleman or a lady, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff. But that's what I have to say about this because, you know, I've always valued, like, to be honest, like a woman who, whatever, like the past is the past. But like, I've always valued a woman who just ain't out there with everybody, actually just only out there for me, and I'll only be out there for her, to be honest with y'all. I don't know how all this cookie will crumble, with who I will end up with, when I'll end up with, how this whole thing will clean up and everything, but I do value that a lot, for real. And I'm probably speaking for a good amount of real men out there, too. Like, at the end of the day, we just desire to be loved and loved, too, and that's like one of the most important things. When you can just come home to, your family, just your partner, significant other, and it's just y'all are each other's priority, y'all are each other's sunshine. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's going on behind the back or anything, but y'all got a good flow. Y'all are a power team. You know what I'm saying? And it's just so amazing because like we sacrifice so much. When everybody's hooking up, you just sleep around with everybody all day, every day. But like this is the real truth when you preserve it for your divine reflection, for that one, for that partner. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's not about competition. It's not about stealing somebody's partner, or interfering in with someone's partner, or disrespecting them, or taking pills and drugs and crap. And no, it was just raw, organic, truthful, honest, harmonious living. That's what the truth is. And that's what I truly value. Because even on Instagram, I'll even see a guy comment on another girl's photo talking about she got vegan cakes and he put an emoji with some eyes to the right. Yeah, I am pointing it out. You know, yeah, she's a beautiful creation, and also at the same time, I am aware that she has a love life, she has a family, you know what I'm saying? She may even have children. I forgot, I don't really know her all the way like that. But, I am aware that she has a love life and whatnot, and sometimes us men and women can be very disrespectful towards each other in hyper sexualizing each other, one another. Am I perfect about this? No. I love sex all the way out into the farthest skies, the farthest celestial galaxies out there. But I'm kind of weird because it's like I've had a thing for porn and, just amazing, beautiful, bodacious women or whatnot. And like at the same time, I'm also weird because like I've always desired just one to myself. You know what I mean? And I feel like everybody deserves to have that. Just their one. You know what I mean? They're one. That's equal. That's fair. You know, if we all just have our one, then boom. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. That is fair. That's harmonious. You know? And that's how I've been though. Even though I've always loved that deep sexual stuff, and I've even had plenty of time watching porn, masturbating and stuff. I know it's not right or whatever, but I've had a history of that, to be honest with y'all. And like, you know, I've had my experience in real life, of course. You know, but deep down, at the end of the day, with all of it said and done, through hard times, through good times, through party times, through all these different times, deep down, the biggest thing I can say is just to have that one, you know. And I'm speaking for myself and whoever else this vibes with, you know what I'm saying? We can have that one. It's like priceless, to be honest. You know, you don't even care about the money, about the clothes, about none of that stuff at all. But just that presence. That's it. Even if they don't got no makeup on, even if we ain't working out, you know, for just that one. You know, for real, for real. And just for them to be the priority, you know what I'm saying? Like, it may sound weird, but it's very intelligent, to be honest, in the long run. Because you actually get to live how you're supposed to live, you know, as a big child nerd, as a big nerd child. You know what I'm saying? You get to go and see your child grow. You get to raise your child with your partner, your spouse. Like, that's a beautiful act in itself, and not everybody truly does that all the way. There's a lot of variations of it. A lot of people are stressed out and working 24/7. A lot of people have separated and split up and ain't never coming back. And a very small minority of people actually, hand in hand, in a healthy way, get to raise their child together. The man and the woman living together every day, you know, sleeping together, you know, like just growing together for the long run and actually seeing their child grow up. You know what I mean? Like, that's awesome and it's possible. And that's why I'm so passionate about getting myself right to be a part of this in my own way, in our own unique way. But yeah, that's all I'm saying. I know it's some deep stuff. Some of the stuff was common sense, but I just had to touch base on some stuff, and that's all I'm saying. You know, there's nothing like a woman, you know, and for men and for women, there's nothing like a man. You know, I'm speaking for both sides. I'm, you know, drawn solely to women. That, you know, there's nothing like one of us who isn't out just with everybody and won't just settle for anybody. You know, who isn't sloppy looking around for other people, who isn't sloppy dealing with other people, you know, and who doesn't have a baggy past. You know what I'm saying? And even if they do have a past, whatever. But like, still, the man, the most amazing dream come true is like even the icing on top of the cake where the past is even like very awesome as well, you know, because that shows who they are today. To be honest, you know what I mean? It don't go hand. It goes hand in hand. To be honest with y'all, I'll even be deep enough to say that it goes hand in hand with y'all. With that, you know, you can say, oh, people change overnight, this and that. You can say that, you know, but to be honest, like, it takes a while for someone to really change, and that's what I'm doing, and that's what other people, you know, should be aware of as well. You know, a basketball player, more than likely, that's them. They're a basketball player. They're in the NBA. They're going to be stuck there for a long time, to be honest, for real. Unless they get injured, they retire early or whatever and want to do something else. For the most part, they're in there for a long time doing the same old, same old. Porn stars, I don't know. They do nice stuff for however long their career is. I know I would get drained out by doing that day in and day out for hours at a time. Um, I don't know, but I was just saying, me, I've always been a gentleman, you know, even though this world has been interesting and whatnot, even though deep down I was like, dang, you know I'm here to reproduce this and that, but I had to be intelligent with it. You know, I wasn't gonna be out here hitting and running And I wasn't gonna be out here trying to force nothing. And I wasn't gonna be out here trying to settle with nothing too. I'm here for the perfect fit, and I know it's possible too. So I gotta be that myself first, is what I've realized. But anyways, thank you all for watching. Have an amazing day and night.